improving. Their region is always improving. We saw Elevate get themselves 2 series at the World Championships. A huge run for this region, and Gaming pipped them to the post in winter. It's a team that can cause issues for opponents, but not if AJ scores straight away. It could be 1-0 in 4 seconds. Magic Bear almost forces it in, but the Gladiators' defense holds firm.
God, the immediate pressure coming out from OpTic too, not giving Gladiators a single second to feel comfortable. Flitz getting a couple of touches on the ball, his first ones.
Oh.
But that's going to be a wide shot from AJ. Didn't have enough boost to get himself around that one, but it was a complete error, allowing him to have the chance. OSM misses. That is a complete cacophonous mess for the Gladiators to start off our series.
Yeah, that wasn't great, it's got to be said. OSM missing off the crossbar.
Maxu in and out missing as well.
Yeah, lots of whiffs, lots of misses. And finally, OpTic, at the 3rd time of asking, are able to actually put the ball into the back of the net. It's the exact start that they would have wanted, not so much for Gladiators. As Orange takes down Green, and Orange almost scores themselves straight off the restart. Maxu is there. Off the ceiling from him. Rettle's coming in now. OpTic Gaming, they are starting this one hot.
I feel like with OpTic, they're such a momentum-based team. When you look at how they can come back. Oh my word, a pancake is scary. You look at how they can come back in those, of course, the phase reverse sweep, but that's not what they're going to want to do. They are all about the energy there, about keeping themselves in a position where they are feeling confident, where they are feeling happy, and that is when they have done their best work. Flitz up for that one, not for the second though, and that's a shot from OSM. Just wide, Maxi on target, but Rettles coming out from the net is able to clear it away, and now it goes high into the orange half. Magic Bear with 1 wave dash. Can't get it too much further. This OpTic Gaming lead still sticking.
Gladiators playing with Flitz for the first time. This replacement player coming in. And so far, looking apart from that start, after the first 30 seconds or so, they have stepped up a little bit, Gladiators. Had their opportunities, up to their pace. OpTic had to deal with some attack of their own. Maxi's going to come in into the center. Flitz is going to turn this one down so Magic Bear can charge in. And what a change Magic Bear has been for OpTic Gaming. Been massive for the team.
Magic Bear has been one of the players that has been a standout in 2022-23 in the RLCS. Of course, our main thing is going to be Zen. We talk about standout players, and it's unfortunate when you then see others get overshadowed. But over on the Gladiators side, it's going to be Flitzy with his first Gladiators goal. AJ, a very weak touch. Magic Bear can't quite get there as he gets bumped by AJ. Rettles assumes a high shot, and Gladiators equalise.
I think it was OSM, though, who was pushing green players into other green players there, causing all sorts of chaos and making the job as easy as possible for his new teammate. And here he is again. The Icelandic Demon. He combines with Flitz. That one's going to the ceiling. AJ takes a touch. AJ will be huge in this series, in 2s and 1s. He goes to the ceiling. He wants to get the second touch as well, but OSM is there.
Well, maybe not the 2s. I believe it is going to be Rettles and Magic Bear taking on that 2s mantle, unless, in particular, AJ is feeling on a particular day. Otherwise, I mean, we had breakfast with Rettles this morning, and he was saying that he's thinking it's going to be him and Magic Bear. So 2s is going to be a little bit of an interesting topic, considering you can mix and match anybody on OpTic, and you've got a near world-class team.
Flitz side flips, but we'll say that one was intentional because the ball was falling on OSM's head. Magic Bear charges that one down. There's a couple of demos in the center. OSM has a chance to get a clean hit. Can he get the second as well? He fakes it. Maxu's in. Maxu shoots. Gladiators have turned this one around.
A monumental lead from the team from APAC. What a pass from OSM. Completely intercepts. AJ stays completely grounded. Backflips, no contact. Maxu, center of the net. 2-1 Gladiators. And Cole, what was the stat that you said that they have done on land so far this season?
0-18 in the 2 lands that they've qualified for in games. Are they able to change this here? This could be an historic moment for Gladiators. AJ's trying to change it, and AJ's just that good.
He's trying to change it, and that man is changing the game. Maxu takes it high, but jumps away from the ball. AJ dunks, double tap from the backboard, and a cute angle as you like. OpTic draw level again.
OpTic, who, as you mentioned, Stumpy, the most momentum-based team potentially in the game. They can lose 3 games, and then they can get the next 4. They can lose 4 goals and get the next 4. You see that a couple against the Gladiators, and thankfully for them, got the next 1 to put themselves back in proceedings. As he goes forwards, Gladiators starting to believe they can take this first game and really ask some questions of OpTic. As Flitz clears it, Magic Bear high. So he's going to leave this one to Rettles. Rettles might have missed this one. He has actually, but AJ's in. Magic Bear wanted to go solo, but couldn't do it. Flitz, can he get this one around the corner? He can't quite do it, and Max, you would push forward too far, and the opportunity came to nothing.
Yeah, too much power. If that was going to be a pass or a shot, what a bump, what a block from AJ in the end. But you're right, Cole. A little bit too much power if it was a pass, and not quite the angle if it was a shot. A little bit of something in the middle. OSM to shoot, but AJ again to block. Defensively, AJ has been the green brick in the wall.
Well, Rettle's doing his thing, chasing down Maxu, the pioneer of that particular play style with his peeps. All those years ago, still going for bumps at the highest level of the game. OSM tries to do the same to Rettles. Rettles is too intelligent to fall for that one. As he goes to the challenge against Maxu. Flitz is there. OSM's coming in, this could surprise OpTic Gaming. Magic Bear saw it coming.
Under a minute remaining, these teams' drawn levels so far. Gladiators, a performance from them that I just truly was not expecting. But Magic Bear,
especially after the first 10 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely. When we just saw them fling themselves at the ball with no real purpose or idea. Rettles with a nice 50, but Max is able to clear it long. Lots of communication, it looks like, coming out from Gladiators too, making sure that they're giving each other all the information that is necessary, holding nothing back.
Flitz is still trying to clear a path for his team, and now OSM nips in. Magic Bear is all alone. Not really an easy avenue to pass to, so he's going to have to try and go solo, but he hasn't got the boost to do it as well. Gladiators squeezing the life out of OpTic right now, who are struggling to clear their lines. AJ, the solo play's not quite coming off, but that was a mistake from a Gladiators defender in the midfield.
Blocking from Maxi on that side wall, just holding AJ down, his head below water, isn't able to get him too much further along the wall. Final 5 seconds, it's level, it's Rettles with a weak touch. We cleared away by Flitz. The player on this team has been fantastic so far. That's on target, there's Rettles there to shoot. Saved away our first overtime of Gamers8 this year.
Let's see who can take it. Next goal wins territory. Maxu isn't going to get the ball. Magic Bear comes in. OSM defending the backboard well. That's something Gladiators have been doing so far in this match. Making sure if OpTic go above the goal, they have a player there. The speed flip is effective as well from OSM, showing that one's prowess. Flits into the center. Maxu maybe a pre-jump. Could have been the nail in the OpTic coffin. Instead, they can almost get it away, but Gladiators continuing to squeeze.
Gladiators' pressure does look fantastic. And they're making sure that these opportunities are being taken. Maxu sends it with a lot of beans over towards Flitz, but he gets demoed now. It's OSM. Fakes out with no boost and allows Maxu to come in. Chances starting to wear thin for Gladiators. They need to take them a bit more. Magic Bear goes for one, but the edge rule bump is not successful. OSM can clear it away.
Oh, Rettles took a touch there. Maybe could have just banged that one in. Even if it hadn't gone in, his teammates could have followed. Instead, Flitz with the pinch down the side. Magic Bear is going to get bumped by Flitz. As he know, he manages to wriggle his way out of that one, and with no boost, the chain dash not quite effective. OSM has a flip reset here. He turns it into a wave dash instead. And these passes for Gladiators, will they read each other? All not quite. There was a save in the center. But the infield passes for Gladiators are just starting to connect, Stumpy.
Connecting as well with a lot of venom, not just going on target, but making sure that OpTic are using a lot of boost to save them. AJ Central!
Oh, no!
And the own goal for Gladiators is devastating.
Oh, they did so much work. They pushed so far, and in the end, it was just some good work down the right wing, and Gladiators pushed it in themselves. It is tough, it is tricky, but OpTic make their LAN record for the season 0-19, and that feels harsh to say.
0-19. That is a brutal number. But OpTic, bear in mind, they weren't even at Worlds recently. The only LAN they've been to was that Spring Split Major over in Boston. But a game win is a game win, a dub is a dub, and a 1-0 is a 1-0. It's now going to be on Gladiators to pick whether they try and go against OpTic in 2v2 or 1v1, and also who we see in any of those game modes.
I mean, I think that Gaming Gladiators will be feeling hot right now. They'll be feeling okay, these Gladiators, so I can see them going for a 1v1.
Would you describe it as a quality loss?
Yes, I absolutely would. Yeah, would they have... I was about to say, would they have taken that? Would they have taken a battling overtime loss in game one to get them going in this series and in this tournament? And I think I would have quietly recommended, yeah, take that one and push on. They probably would have said, nah, we'll 3-0 them, as all these silly old pro players do. But I think that was a top performance from Gladiators, and not looking like a team that is now 0-19 in international events this season. Yeah, but that didn't look like it, did it?
It didn't at all. I mean, bear in mind, it's a slightly different team as well, having Flitz come on now instead of LCT, who was released a couple of months ago. And Flitz coming all the way from North America as well, potentially bringing over a little bit of that North American knowledge to APAC. So probably not helping much.
We have the 1v1, and it is OSM. OSM, the more experienced Gladiators player, has pulled rank against his new North American team. I mean, he is from EU, so that makes a bit more sense. But AJ's not from EU, and AJ is the favorite here. He'll shade this one, but OSM shows he's no slouch. Top 25 in the world currently for 1v1s, and he's going to start on the attack.
Chance for AJ relatively early with one touch and the second. Can't get that pinch down. The idea was there, but it falls down to OSM with boost with a long shot. Goes a bit too high for it. No block can come out. And OSM is no slouch at all at 1v1. One of the best players historically. He's made sure that he is up there and getting air draw bumps like that. Getting the bump on the defender is going to be vital. A lovely goal to start off Gladiators.
I'll tell you what, Gladiators have got a chance in this series, you know, because OSM, even at these early stages of the game, we know he is a great 1v1er in his own right. My question was, would he look great against AJ?
Because AJ is literally like
S-tier.
Top, Johnny Boy will tell me off, but we're like top 10, top 5, somewhere around that area in 1v1, an unbelievable level. So
OSM, the fact that he started this game not just looking as good as AJ, but shown that he can, at least in periods of the game, dominate him. In the 3v3s, we know that they can strike OpTic Gaming. Gladiators maybe just trying to make OpTic Gaming feel a little bit spooked right now, and OSM is at the forefront of that as he goes around the corner. AJ's there, AJ misses the ball again. Can OSM get around it in time? He hasn't got much boost to play with. He shoots, he scores!
Bangs it below the crossbar. OSM, the 2-goal lead, infamously called, bless him, open shot miss. That one wasn't completely open. Earlier on, he did flip into the ball, had to try and get something that was bumped on his path to it. And OSM, a brilliant shot for him. A 2-0 lead for Gladiators.
It was a slow kickoff as well against AJ, and the buccaneering play there from OSM. Not sure if that was entirely what he meant, but AJ fell for it. And he slows things down. I remember in his FaZe Clan days, AJ, it was always the question of who would play the 1v1s. It normally would be first killer, but every now and then on top form, AJ would be able to say, no, let me have it, or at least try to. First killer would normally play. And now for OpTic. He is the main man. He is the 1v1 star. He is going to try and get it over OSM. He almost does so, but once again, OSM's recovery is too hot, and he's got the ball with just the goal in front of him. AJ is scrabbling to get back, and he's missed it again. AJ is falling for everything OSM is doing right now. Can he make it 3? Not quite.
Only 5 boosts. It would have been a massive ask for him to get enough power on it. And AJ just rushing towards that ball. That's going to be just wide of the target till OSM can tap it in. Brilliant performance.
OSM, the man from APAC, with the doomsy dish to put him and his team 3 goals up.
AJ definitely looking like he's not quite on the form that we would typically see him on so far, but OSM performing to a level that we've historically seen him at.
Ooh, OSM mixing up the kickoffs too, and AJ is falling for it yet again. Hook, line, and sinker. And Stumpy, explain winner's tilt to the people.
Winner's tilt is a little bit something like this, where you feel like you are going to be winning that series, and you think, oh my gosh, say you're 2-0 up in a series, and then you're like, okay, we need to get this 3rd game, and then you change how you play. You think, okay, now we can't let too much go. We can't be too aggressive. Let's sit back a little bit more. But the reason why you're 2-0 up is because you have been sub-aggressive. That is why when you win, you may well get tilt against a team, especially where you think we shouldn't be winning against these guys as well.
AJ's such a mechanical player as well, but we're yet to see it right now against OSM. Here he goes. He's got the
Goodbye.
ball under his control, and he gets past AJ for the first time. OpTic Gaming far from out of this one, with only half of the match gone.
A lovely tap up to just the one, gets it the height, and then can get the bump on OSM. And those bumps at the moment, or at least in the last 6 months or so, they have been making sure that they are... Oh, cringe. Sorry, yeah, cringe. I was going to say really good and a skill that you should learn in 1v1 if you want to thrive.
Cringe.
But you're right, yeah, sorry, they are cringe.
OSM not cringe, saving that one, AJ. Flicks, are they cringe? I think they're on cringe.
It depends who's doing it, to be completely honest, mate.
Well, AJ now is starting to get some boost again. Oh, he goes for the pre-flip into that one. He wants the floor pitch, he gets it! OSM, tremendous read on the goal line.
Oh, word, these recoveries from AJ are just exceptional. Getting one ground pinch, and then going into the second one. Flick isn't able to come out. And AJ with one demo gets bumped away from the ball, has to then go for the boost. OSM spawns in the good corner as well. AJ bangs it top right, but with 33 boost, OSM's going to be able to clear it away. AJ now with one, gets the reset onto the second, but a save from OSM. What quality we're seeing.
Not just keeping the goals scored tally down for OpTic, but also stealing some more seconds as well. 3 goals needed for AJ. This could be, make it 4. Oh no, the finish wasn't quite there. AJ, good save, good read on what OSM was attempting. Fakes the musty, then he goes for the play. The challenge in the air is not quite there. OSM wants to get back behind this ball. He's trying to steal this time, slow the game down. Every clearance he makes huge at this point in the game.
OSM now, chances, just as you said, just to waste a little bit of time, send it high, make sure that AJ has to go back into his own half.
Stole the boost.
Steals the boost. That's what it is all about. Game management, game management, game management. And OSM has that in buckets.
OSM does not want to see another kickoff, unless it's at the end of a goal that he has scored, because kickoffs, of course, shake things up. You can get 2 or 3 goals from them. OSM turning off his bull cam, just waits to see what AJ's going to do. Spinning around the boost, he gets it, AJ shoots. Maybe he needed that one to go in. He'll reload. Come up again against OSM, who's backwards. He has boost to score from here. Loves going underneath the ball and taking that touch, but OSM, he's reading it.
OSM's made sure that this game is under his control. Forgoes the ball entirely there, knows it's coming his way, and then picks up the corner boost. AJ with 50, enough to do something, but in this corner, this far away with OSM, pressuring him, not quite. Final 30 ticks down. Gladiators, a convincing lead in game 2.
This time, AJ goes for the clean flip reset. He'll fake it out. Oh, no, even though he scores in the end. 3 seconds difference when you need a couple of goals. That'll be disappointing for AJ.
10 to 15% of the time left gone just because he hit the crossbar. It's not nice, but it's what happens sometimes. Now, OpTic Gaming and AJ need to clean up 2 more.
For my liking, OSM hasn't done quite enough in attack since getting his 4th goal. That could change here, but it's wide. But even then, it takes a few more seconds. In the end, he puts it away, shakes his head, because he's trying to tell himself there's still a match on here. But 3 goals, he should just about be over the line.
He's over the line. It's 3 in 12 seconds. No one's ever done it in history, ever. Not gonna happen.
You're very confident in saying that. There's probably someone that's like, oh, well, actually, in the 1v1 in 2007, this happened.
In 2007?
Yes, mate.
When Rocket League 1 was out?
Yeah, Rocket League 1. Rocket League 1. Do not insult the prequel to Rocket League. Supersonic, acrobatic, rocket-powered battle cars.
You're cool.
1-1.
Good win for Gaming Gladiators as well, taking one of the alternate game modes over those 3v3s, but we do go back to those 3v3s as well. It's a scary time for Gladiators. They, yes, got the overtime, but it does feel a little bit like that was OpTic not playing up to their level, I feel. OpTic on their day, even against Gaming Gladiators on their day, should be just convincingly taking these 3v3s.
They should be, but when there's no series momentum to take into a game, that sort of takes away that concept. You know, often when there is a favourite against an underdog, the first game might go the way of the underdog, and then the favourite will win 3 in a row or 4 in a row, right? The fact that each new 3v3 is a new game, essentially, in a vacuum, could be huge for Gladiators as the underdogs.
And Cole, I would like to ask you a question.
Please do.
And this is going to be completely on you to decide.
Oh.
Is that Gladiators now 19-1?
I was wondering the same thing. No.
Or because it's not a 3v3, do
Yeah.
you want to include it in their streak?
This is to go 1-19 to win this one.
That's
I think it's
so
a 3s thing.
mean.
Why is that mean?
Give them one!
No, they don't want it. They won't want it.
They don't want
What, you think
it.
Max U's going around with an APAC flag going, woo, we did it, we broke the streak.
What, to go 19-1? If he's got an APAC flag, also, what flag is the APAC flag? Then yes, he absolutely deserves to do it. Chat, is that 19-1 or are they still 19-0? Just let us know. I want to know what people are thinking.
Say 1 or 0. Say 1 if it's 19-1 or 0 if it's still 19-0.
Yeah.
Anyway, while you guys debate that, we're going to talk about this 3v3 as Magic Bear and Flitz charge into one another. OSM backflips, but it works out for Max U. This could be 1-0. They could be going 19-1 if they win this game.
Oh, chat said 19-0. I feel so against the people right now. 30 seconds gone, and the pressure from Gladiators is really starting to build. They're not going to be wanting to make sure that OpTic have any pressure in this game. A long throw from AJ, passed back down. But Rettles isn't able to find any teammate.
I'll tell you what, though, Gladiators on the front foot the entirety of this game. They have well and truly upped the pace right now against OpTic Gaming. The question is, will they overcommit? So far, no signs of that. Still rotating deeply. Still making OpTic question everything. But AJ's got the answers. There's a pass in the center. Rettles is coming in. Rettles shoots, but it's saved by the Gladiators.
Gladiators looking like their defense is going to be a smidge better than we saw a little bit earlier on with a couple of those iffy plays and the cacophonous defense. 1 minute 10. Magic Bear wanting to challenge and OpTic wanting to find ground that they can work into. OSM bumping Rettles away from that play, and the physicality potentially going to be order of the day. Rettles sees Magic Bear to his right, but instead Flitz challenges him down.
Maxiu punts it long towards AJ. Gladiators have slowed down just a tad, but they'll be building up another wave of attack soon, I'm sure. This could be it. Flitz wants to put it into the center. OSM arrives at the near post. Saved by OpTic. Maxiu's shot not quite there. That was an opportunity. Now Rettles can come back. Only OSM in front of him. OSM, who got Gladiators that game earlier on, stands tall again and keeps it at 0-0.
Seen a couple of chances so far for Rettles to pass it across, but either a lack of boost or a lack of vision means that he's not able to get anything over towards any of his teammates. But Magic Bear is in good positions. Ooh. Good pinch. Ooh. AJ's there. AJ is the benefactor of a little bit of pinball.
Yeah, a little bit of a player pinch right there as well, AJ. Look at this. Here come Flitz. I'll use you, mate.
Bang,
OSM
bang.
did not see that one coming for all the reads he had over AJ in the 1v1. 3v3 is a very different beast, and OpTic Gaming take their lead.
2 minutes elapsed, and OpTic Gaming with a lead that they very much had to work for, but has come relatively out of nowhere. A touch round, AJ now in the middle, sees Magic Bear take that long shot. OSM has to dive across the net, and the quality from OSM in this game so far, in this series so far, it's really been fantastic.
I'll tell you what, Flitz is slotting into Gladiators beautifully. He is potentially the fastest player that they have. He's always there on the ball. Constantly got that read on OpTic Gaming. He just seems to be the thorn in their side whenever OpTic are coming forwards. But now he has to retreat out and let Rettles take over for the other side. Rettles' first touch is a little bit weak and he just floats below it. Nice, you can send it right back forward. Gladiators trying to launch an attack. There's a miss there from an OpTic player. AJ up against Maxiu. The pinch goes back towards the Gladiators half. Rettles is chasing. Magic Bear's chasing the opponent. OSM!
Oh, wow.
My goodness. That man is a statue that cannot be bypassed.
Holding 2 players to 0 goals there. Rettles slowed it down. Maybe he should have taken the snapshot, forced him to jump, and then Magic Bear has an easy job of bumping. Regardless, what is said has been done, and 2 minutes gone. OpTic still have that 1 goal lead. It could have been 2, but OSM was just so firm.
AJ takes a touch now for the first time in a while. He sees his team in a lead. They were chasing in the first game before winning the overtime, and my goodness, he was chasing in the 1v1 the entirety of it. He can slow things down yet again. He'll be enjoying this, being able to take these touches without looking at the clock at the top of the screen. Rettles, actually, his touch isn't great. AJ, can he get bumped here? Oh, once again, no one's arriving for Gladiators. That's where they have to be braver.
We saw that earlier on as well with Ground Zero versus Oxygen. There were those moments where the passes came in, but there was no one there to actually take that final shot. That's the difference. OSM goes high, challenged by Magic Bear. No second touch coming in. AJ taking it low. Now, finally, we're seeing the Gladiators charge with spears. Anything able to go their way. Flitz tries to go for 1 dunk, but Rettles intelligently over the bar.
Oh, they're both in the same corner from Gladiators. Got a little bit closer, a little bit scrappy and desperate. AJ will love that as he dribbles past a couple of them. That's you the touch. Doesn't want to be charged down too quickly. AJ does want to be fast. Is OSM a double commit again from Gladiators? They have to avoid this. The comms have to stay commy, I guess.
Magic Bear backboard up for the second, but a lovely block out from Maxiu. Keeps it just at 1-0. But look at the pressure we're seeing from OpTic now. Gladiators being utterly suffocated, but just having a straw to breathe through.
Flitz into the center for Maxiu. There's the pass for OSM. It's a little bit high. The comms are back. Maxiu up, Flitz to his left. Where's OSM? He's not going to be where he needs to be because Magic Bear is chasing this one. It could be 2 depending on the pass. Not quite, though.
10 seconds. Gladiators need to push, otherwise 2v2 is where they may die. Back corner, Magic Bear versus Maxi. Maxi wins out on that chance, and Magic Bear just rotates round, makes sure to keep the pressure going. That was all Magic Bear. Everyone on Gladiators. Nothing could be done. Ball not quite to the ground just yet. Maxi keeps it high with only 1 booster. Will do a very good job to keep it high for much longer.
He's got boost though, and that one's to the backboard. He can put this one up, but there's a double commit. Gladiators, what you doing, lads?
Silly
1
Billy.
to the ball at a time. You give yourself a chance. Instead, it's 2-1 to OpTic, and they're serving for the match.
Now we've seen the 3v3, we've seen the 1v1, we've seen the second 3v3. And now 2v2, the game mode that clearly Gladiators aren't going to be as confident about. They sent OSM in because they were confident about him. I wonder who their 2v2 team is going to be, because it may well be our 2 established Gaming Gladiators players in Maxiu and OSM, or Flitz He's brand new to this team, but is he that little bit of difference to make sure that they're able to get a 2v2 win?
Flitz was brought into this team to make a difference, and I would be shocked to see him not playing in the 2v2 alongside OSM, but I'm a fool and I'm wrong relatively often, so yeah, we'll see about that one. And you were saying that Retals was saying that their 2v2 would be him and Magic Bear?
Yeah. Well, he said that they might like switch it up depending on who's feeling like they're on at any given moment. But he said,
was Rattle saying to you like, oh yeah, if I'm not feeling it, I'll probably let the other two do it?
Yeah, I'll probably just let AJ do it if I'm not like super into it, but it's fine. I'm kind of the captain. He said, I'm kind of the captain, by the way.
Sort of chill,
and then
bro.
he stole my fizzy drink.
Did he really?
It was weird. Yeah, I didn't like it. I just went and got another one. It wasn't worth fighting.
There's a lot of them about.
There's loads of them about, yeah.
2v2 between OpTic Gaming and Gaming Gladiators. OpTic have not been at their best, they will be the first to admit, but Gaming Gladiators have stepped up, and it is Retals and Magic Bear against OSM and Flitz. 3 Americans in here, 1 European. Who's going to take the dub?
It's going to be interesting to see what the game plan is between OSM and Flitz, 2 very new teammates.
Yeah.
Both of them going to be somewhat unsure of how the other plays, but one good demo opens up a lot more in 2v2 than it does in the other game modes.
Well, it was a defensive masterclass from OSM after he got his first goals. You know, he really made AJ think he was going to score on multiple occasions and managed to keep the ball out. So we'll see if he takes defensive duties more.
The
Fitz
bear
goes up top. But
the
Magic Bear is hungry.
Feed him, and he will give you gold. High for his own corner, to the ceiling, reset, uses it. Goodbye, Flitz.
The exact start that OpTic Gaming would have wanted. 32 seconds in, and looking to make their quality count. Magic Bear takes the kickoff. He's following it again. It could be 2, but OSM gets the quick recovery and some boost as well. They want to slow things down, I imagine, with OSM. Don't want him to rush anything. Flitz, a speedier, pacier player. Is that the same in the 2v2 game? We shall see. OSM's runs out of boost. Now Magic Bear could double up, and he makes it look so simple. Stumpy, it's 2-0.
It's just on target. It's just enough speed from Magic Bear. Keeps it close to him, waits for it to get to the ceiling, sees that's not touched, they're not back, I can shoot this. Does so, 2-0. The Bear is out of hibernation, and my God, is he scratchy.
Let's see what Gladiators can do to respond to that one. So far, it's looking like a little bit of a mismatch here in the 2v2. Magic Bear and Retals just too strong. These long-term teammates, OSM stranded yet again. Oh, it could be 3, but Retals doesn't want to dive in, not wanting to give anything away right now. They don't have to. OSM has to get the save, though. Magic Bear is close to the ball. OpTic playing nice and near to it. They want to keep complete control of proceedings. OSM comes in to get the defending. Flitz yet to be too involved. It's mainly OSM doing most of the work. The Retals will save that one fairly simply. Flitz can get it around the corner, but it won't matter at all because OSM was forward as well. So getting each other's way somewhat, the Gladiators.
It's good defense, good energy from both teams, but Gladiators down those 2. They need to find one relatively soon just to make sure that OpTic don't then just run down that clock. Retals now challenges into that back corner, shies away, but as does Magic Bear, so neither of them going for it. This is now dangerous. Magic Bear has to make the touch, flips it away, but OSM is very much on his tail. Somehow escapes with no demo to his name. Yeah,
Magic Bear managing to just squeeze his way out of a pretty horrible situation there. As OSM takes over for Flitz, Magic Bear up in front of him. Can he do the same again? It's a good challenge from OSM, but Retals saved his mate, and now the counter-attack can begin.
2 minutes ago, Retals in the same corner that Magic Bear was. Ground pinch, it's the 3rd. Retals with some fist bumps. That is an outstanding goal from the exact same danger area, just a completely different approach.
Magic Bear was clawing away at his opponent as well in the corner of your screen to make things as easy as possible for Retals, but make no mistake, that's a quality finish from a brilliant player to this day. A player who's been picked up and dropped by so many teams, written off by large percentages of the Rocket League esports fandom. Always managed to find his way back to the top. But speaking of finding your way back, Flitz gets on the scoreboard.
Lovely bump too, open up completely by OSM. Gets removed by 1, then the second bump comes in. Actually, both players going for bumps there on that play. And Flitz able to punt it in on the open net. Halfway through the game, Gladiators, they get there first in our 2v2.
Can they get control of the ball, Gladiators? That's my main question. You sense that when it comes to the mechanical plays, which are so important in 2s, OpTic just have the edge. OSM will be desperate to change that. Retals just clears along. Flitz has to get this read, and he does off the wall. There's a good boost deal as well until the demo comes in. Maybe Gladiators starting to resort to more bumps and demos as a way to clear the path to score some goals.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's how they got their first goal. You have to be aggressive. You have to make sure that OpTic don't feel safe and secure. That's the one reset. Can't quite secure that second, and a demo from Rettles opens up that backline. OSM is high.
Oh, can't
get it on the reset, on the lean back reset. Flitz shoots on the relatively open net, but with Rettles there, he can clear it away. 2 minutes remain. Magic Bear again demoing one. Rettles is low. Gets the reset from that play, and oh my word, that would have been outstanding.
Very cheeky from Rettles to turn that into a pre-flip. OSM trusted in the respawn abilities of Flitz, and it turned out to be the correct decision. Want to get this ball. OSM will send it right towards Rettles, whose touch is clean. Then he gets it past OSM. One more pass Flitz potentially, but Flitz is beaten in for pace again. The speedster.
Another demo.
Showing his pace. Another demo comes in. This one on the Gladiators. Rettles, can he kill it here? Almost. It remains 3-1.
90 seconds left, and Gladiators on the line. They need 2 goals still. Magic Bear clears out one from the ceiling with only 7 boosts to stay behind. It does so. Uses that boost very wisely indeed. Well, Rettles with 100. A slower game now really starting to emerge as OpTic Gaming will happily take possession, send it high every now and then, but otherwise tick those seconds down.
Yeah, managing to keep Gladiators penned back at the moment. A flip reset might be able to change that. OSM, he'll take a touch. Flitz is going for bumps and demos. Can the flick come in from Flitz? Nearly. Again, nearly. But now Magic Bear can come in, and with 50 seconds left, no, 51 seconds left, we didn't quite tick over, but the goals have ticked over, and it's 4-1 OpTic.
Ah, that touch, or the lack thereof, opens it up again, and just a single error. Unfortunate for them. 50 seconds remaining. OpTic Gaming up 4-1, and Gladiators, as we said, their life on the line. Otherwise, they'll be going down into that lower bracket.
I've got to admit, I was desperate for Gladiators to take this 2v2 to see if they could avoid going 0-20 in the threes. I mean, the people have spoken, Stumpy. I know, you got to admit it at some point. Instead, though, OpTic, you got to give a credit to them. It's a top performance from Rettles and Magic Bear after seeing their teammate, who is, a quality 1v1er to this day, be pretty much torn apart by OSM for large chunks of that game. You got to be pretty nervous coming up in the twos. Yeah. He was.
Yeah, for the twos, it's nervy. But isn't it crazy how much it can change? Like, just adding another player, it makes it into an utterly different game entirely. Flitz up for one, wants to get a little bit of a clip. No second coming in for him. OSM is going to be getting one. And unless we see some miracles here in Riyadh, it will not be a Gladiators dub.
All right, Genius, how many 2v2 7-second 2-goal comebacks have we seen in our time?
Actually, we've seen 9 in our time.
9?
I'll tell you in the break.
Yeah, let me know. I can't wait to find out who those are. Let's see if there is the miracle. Not going to happen. OpTic Gaming are going to take series number 2, and they're going to take it yet again by 3-1, and Magic Bear will plonk that cherry on the top of the cake to take them into the upper bracket semi-finals against G2 Esports, a true North American ding-dong.
G2 OpTic, my word, what a matchup that's going to be. And just above them is Vitality versus Oxygen, but OpTic Gaming, they're going to be happy with that. Yes, you lose a 1v1. The game mode where you're against OSM, that's going to be incredibly hard to win, but AJ did a decent job of attempting it at least. Gladiators will be going into thinking, boys, we got a game there. Like, we got a game there. That is a very good shout from them. Lovely fist bump, you'd like to see it as well.
Marky Dudar, the coach who took Guild to the grand finals last year against all odds as well. So, he's got history himself in this competition, but the story at the moment is all about the team on the left, OpTic Gaming. They didn't make it easy for themselves at times, but they managed to do enough to take this first series.
Hey, bear in mind that game 1 was an overtime.
Yeah.
It was not an easy series, I think, for OpTic Gaming. I think they would have been expecting it to be a little bit easier. That goal it's sad to watch. We didn't see that again in production. Guys, come on now. And this 1v1 with OSM versus AJ was something that I think a lot of people were very excited to see. Just the quality not quite there from AJ on this day.
OSM stepping up, performing pretty much at his best there in the 1v1. And in the end,
his very best is #1 in the world, in fairness to him.
All right, geez, okay, he was rubbish. He really underperformed. Very disappointed at OSM.
How are there no middle grounds for you?
No middle grounds for me ever, my friend. Left or right is all I see. I see a great flip reset there. Can that be said to be the greatest flip reset of all time?
Oh, go on then.
Yeah,
I'll give you it.
That's what I want to hear.
But yeah, the 3v3s think going the way of the teams that so far we have expected. We've not seen those upsets at the moment. I mean, obviously Oxygen, they were able to win theirs ground 0, managed to sneak out just the one. And have you seen, Cole?
Yeah.
Group B.
Because you were talking about upsets, and what I have just spotted, I'm sure you've seen it too. NIP 0, Monkeys 3. The big bad monkey boys, Coach Andy the Mandy, alongside Razias, Smokes, and Matane. It's Gamers8 and it's Razias. The German is just the rookie of the season who's played before.
What an inside joke.
I know, right? He's a stunning player, Razias, and
outstanding.
Not surprising to see him doing well again.
But over NIP.
Over NIP.
3-0.
3-0.
But a 3-1 here on the mainstream. OpTic Gaming, congratulations. They, as I said earlier, are going to be having a date in the upper bracket semi-final.